Deus Ex Human Revolution, which is the third in a series of games where you play the part of a covert ops cyborg. Admittedly, I haven't finished the previous games as I got distracted, but this certainly wasn't the case with Human Revolution. You play the role of Adam Jensen, and it doesn't take long before you go through a major ordeal resulting in your delivery to the operating table. You become a cyborg out of necessity, but it makes you the perfect candidate for various covert ops missions. Sneaking around is now a much more prominent and useful feature than it was in previous Deus Ex games. Your character now has the ability to hug walls and boxes, making it much easier for you to avoid detection. Deus Ex Human Revolution is a great game, and once you get going it doesn't take long before you get sucked into this sci-fi RPG. It's fair to say that Human Revolution has some Blade Runner overtones, but somehow it manages to be much more compelling than previous games in the series.
Claims made by biotechnology expert David Serif that his firm may have discovered a way to make human-controlled evolution available to all. Serif Industries researchers are set to arrive in Washington tomorrow to defend their claim. But for tonight, this is Eliza Kassan reporting to you live from Vegas.
With all due respect, Major, I'll expect 2 security details waiting for us on the tarmac. No.
On the surface, Deus Ex looks like a third-person shooter, but it also has RPG elements that are extremely well done. In most RPGs you can easily identify the good guys and the bad guys, but you'll probably struggle doing the same thing here.
Who's on point for these guys?
Adam, I know you and Megan were once...
Who is on point for these guys?
Goes by the name of Sanders. That's him, there. He's an augmented Adam, so he can't be one of the mercs who attacked us, but he did know exactly how to get inside our plant.
All right.
Human Revolution doesn't patronise you with characters that are obvious personifications of good or evil. Just like in real life, the personalities of the characters you encounter in the game aren't black and white, so it's hard to identify their temperament.
And I won't be jerked around. I need to find out who's behind this, and right now the boss lady is my only ticket out of here.
Listen to me. Whatever's going on, it's big. You've got a better chance of getting to the bottom of it if you work with me. But I can't do a thing until you let her go.
Are you stupid? I don't work with dogs. God, you must think I'm some kind of moron. And who can blame you? Because it's exactly what it must look like to everyone right now. Trapped in here by the cops, and my only option is to take a hostage.
The game is filled with personalities that are a shade of grey, and this brings issues such as morality and trust to the forefront. You'll be offered opportunities to carry out missions, and deciding whether to carry them out or not often puts you in the face of a moral dilemma.
What is it exactly you need me to do?
I need you to get back that security footage Tyndall has on me. It's probably in his apartment. On his computer, maybe.
So what? I just look him up in the phone book?
His apartment is near Brooklyn Court. It might be tough to get in because his building has a large security gate protecting it.
Well, that's just great.
Hacking the security gate is possible, but would require advanced hacking skills. You might have to look around for an alternate path. Maybe use the fire escape or something.
I have to admit that initially I thought Adam Jensen's voice was a bit flat, but after a while his character grew on me. While the RPG elements of Deus Ex Human Revolution are first rate, there's still a lot more to the game. You're given a lot of freedom when it comes to choosing how to approach the various missions. It's up to you to decide if you'll do the missions using either a stealthy approach, or you can go in with your guns blazing. Since your character is a cyborg, you can obtain various augmentations by spending praxis points, and these are earned through gaining experience. You can upgrade a lot of abilities, so by the end of the game you'll probably be punching through walls and jumping off tall buildings unscathed. If you want to take the heavy-handed approach, you can upgrade your skin to take more damage. If you're a gun nut, you may also want to spend a few praxis points upgrading your arms, so that recoil from firearms is less of an issue. Lovers of stealth will appreciate Human Revolution, as there are plenty of augmentations available that make you a better sneak. Upgrading your legs helps you walk around quietly, and you can even install your own personal cloaking shield that makes you harder to spot.
That shit disturbs me.
What? Please go. I thought you loathed the bastard.
How do you
I used a combination of stealth and heavy-handedness, but I also maxed out my hacking skills to break into certain areas.
Access granted.
The hacking minigame is engaging and can be used to gain items and to take control of gun turrets and robots throughout the game.
Gunshots! Nearing source of disturbance.
Hacking robots and turrets is great, but you don't come across a great deal of them during the game. The advantage provided by turrets and robots is that they allow you to save your ammunition and you stay out of harm's way. Another improvement in Deus Ex is the new takedown system that can be used to knock out or kill the enemies you encounter. Non-lethal takedowns make less noise, but if the person you knock out is found, they can be revived. Takedowns can be done as a last resort, but the quieter you are, the better.
Their local limb clinics immediately to have the faulty chips replaced. Inside sources tell me that augmentation giant Tai Young Med.
I tend to hoard ammunition, so I couldn't resist pulling off a few takedowns.
He's stepped up to make things better. Our best.
Since you can grab bodies by their hands or feet, you can drag and hide them in nooks and crannies that aren't patrolled. Try your best not to die while playing Human Revolution, as since each level is packed with so much variety, the loading times can take over 30 seconds. You'll visit futuristic renditions of cities such as Detroit and Shanghai, with each portraying its own unique atmosphere. The environments are highly detailed, and while exploring you'll find weapons sellers, clinics for augmented people, and seedy nightclubs. While the action and RPG elements of Deus Ex are good, it's a combination of everything it has to offer that makes it special. There are numerous side missions, and since you can't obtain every augmentation during one playthrough, there's reason to come back once you're finished.
Your wife will understand that, as will the rest of your family. They'd rather see you live and atone for what you've done than watch you die in shame. Whatever lies ahead, they aren't gonna let you face it alone.
Don't drag my family into this! What part of mass murderer don't you understand? I won't watch them bear that shame. I cannot.
As ever, you can get the full lowdown on Deus Ex Human Revolution by checking out theprotagonist.org for the full written review. If you want an adult role-playing game that includes action, stealth and crazy cyborgs, then you really ought to check this one out.
Well, looky here. We got us a Boy Scout.
He must be the one who mucked up my operation at the morgue.
Get rid of him, Barry.
Oh, that's gonna be a pleasure.